Oh, whoa, look at this. Look at that. There's a building inside the FBO.
Uh-oh.
That was weird. Okay, so the save state is working. We've got pins, chocks out. And I'm assuming that the plane is on APU. I can't tell yet. Oops. I accidentally opened Edge. That's like a meme. All right, up here. Yep. No, APU's not on. That's weird. So we're just on battery. Well, we'll start the APU. Thank you so much for the info. Might just have to pick up both in the long run. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you spend any amount of time. I mean, they're not terribly expensive, both of them to start out with. We're kind of in a small alleyway here. Did you get my last message, Andy?
I did actually. I found out you can order. There's a gift link for X Aviation,
Okay,
and
cool.
you can just have the license transferred to that person.
Oh,
So
perfect. Excellent. All right, I think I'm having that issue with the AC/DC utility now. No, never mind. I forgot my APU gen. Haha. I was worried. I should try to recreate that error message sometime.
Flight compartment checklist. Nav lights, logo light.
did you map a disconnect
Oh,
ATS
I
disconnect
forgot.
button?
How come my nav light was on? I didn't map it yet, no, for the disconnect. But why were my nav and logo already on in that save state? I don't remember doing that.
Cockpit lights.
Oh, you know what? I did do it up to a certain point. That's right.
Lamp test. Duct monitor. FMS database status.
That's right, up to this point. Okay, that's why. I would imagine someone who flies in the real world will get more out of X-Plane. I would agree with that. Yeah. X-Plane needs some work to get to the top the MS standard, but you pay for that in other areas for sure. Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna get in, if you're serious about flight sim, you definitely want to plan for both. Absolutely. I think I'm gonna come back to the FMS
FMS flight plan uplink. Anti-skid.
because I wanna have a state that
Nose
is
door.
more along the way, ready to go for a FSE flight, and not have the flight plan in there. We do have hydraulics.
Hydraulic 3A pump. Brake pressure. Parking brake.
You do have to apply the brakes for this thing to set the parking brake.
Nose door. Hydraulic panel and pumps. Electric panel.
Hydraulics all on.
AC/DC utility switch. Start ignition panel. Fuel panel. APU LCV. 10th stage isolation valve. Packs. Air conditioning panel. Pressurization panel. Bleed air panel. Supplemental ground wing and CAL anti-ice switches. Anti-ice panel. Emergency lights. Passenger signs. ELT. Glare shield panel. Crew and passenger oxygen. DCU warning panel. CVR. Audio panels. SPS system. Integrated standby instrument. Clock. EFIS. ICAP. Main landing gear bay. TOS warning switches. Pitch and roll disconnects. Ground spoilers. Thrust reversers. Thrust levers. Engine speed switches. Engine vibration check. Oral warning. Smoke detector. Trims. Mach trim. Yacht dampers. Reversionary inhibits IRS.
I'm not even going to do the INS or the INS alignment or IRS alignment.
CPDLC.
Okay, CPDLC. Gosh, this is where I'm going to have to come back to this. So I want to just keep track of this because I'm just trying to get as far along the way for a generic flight. So we want to do the alignment. Then we want to do the CPDLC, which is not really CPDLC, but downloading of the route. And then we want to do the flight plan, of course.
TCAS. ATIS and clearance. FMS flight plan. Wind update. Perf. Takeoff data.
I wonder if you can you back up in the checklist? Let's check keyboard CL650 checklist. Previous item in checklist. Look at that. I gotta find a key that I can do this on. Previous item. It's fine. Okay. So we come back up here and we go. It's not doing it though. Dang it. Previous item in checklist. Next item.
I know you can use the control knob to go backwards.
I didn't know you could do that. So you mean this control knob right here?
It'd be on the other side, just above the other FMS.
Just above the other FMS?
Well, the third FMS on the lower.
Oh, the third one. There's a switch there?
Yeah, just under lower menu, or to the right of lower menu. To the left of the mem keys.
Oh, perfect. It still has them as green.
Try pushing in the dial.
Ah, that's excellent. I'm just undoing them.
Or maybe you can just start from there. I don't know.
I think that I need to. I think this is where I need to save the state is right before IRS alignment. Because there's so much in here to do. Or do I? Or can I go back to this later? Well, we have choices. All right, so save state, Challenger, airframe manager. The name of this is before IRS align. Save. Maybe that will be a good one to mess around with. So
Avionics and charts.
oops, it went down below. I'm gonna do the.
So I guess you can't back up the voice.
I'm gonna do the restart current checklist, and I'm going to make that button. See if that works.
Flight compartment checklist.
Oh man, that did the whole
AC
thing.
and DC electrics.
That did everything.
Nav light, cockpit, lamp, FN, no, brake, no, air conditioning, pitch and roll, ground, thrust levers, engine, oral, trim, yaw dampers, reversionary inhibit switches, IRS.
All right. Thank you again, John and company. I'm just now getting home and can't wait to get this thing fired up. Oh, awesome, Nathan. Look forward to it. Please post some pictures of your first little go-around. That'll be fun to, well, not literally a go-around, but your first go in the plane. Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. Thank you guys for donating toward that help. And then also thank you again, Andy, for hooking up D-Monies. And B2. All right. IRS alignment. Let's go. Position init. Reference airport is Kilo Tango Oscar Alpha. GNS into position. Flight plan.
CPDLC.
We're going to do IDX. Route menu. Flight plan recall. Type in 650 in the flight plan number and send. That's going out to SimBrief, and it's going to grab it. Pictures will no but doubt be posted. Very nice. Secondary flight plan. Activate. Execute. I wonder why, Andy, it has you click on secondary flight plan. Why can't you make it the primary?
Well, when you import it, it goes to secondary first. So. I guess that's just so it doesn't overwrite an existing one by accident.
That makes sense. All right, I'm doing a wind update. Aqua says, enjoy N87 UP and D-Monies 327. Thanks to everyone who donated, and extra thanks to Town Hall with Wings. Yes, yes. A lot of generosity in this community. It's taking a little while to do our wind update. Let that go.
TCAS. ATIS and clearance.
Not quite. Oh, we do need to call the fuel truck, don't we? Because we didn't do it. So ground services, refuel truck. Uh-oh.
When you do it this way, you don't get the truck come out to you. You just get the start and finish.
Oh.
So you're basically the fueler now. If you
So
click
the
start,
FBO's not talking to me then. Okay.
correct.
And then how do I change the gallons? Do I just hit
So
the
go to
plus?
preset, preset.
And then I can
Now
type in the
use
number?
the arrows, and if you hold the arrow down, it'll go quickly to your gallons that you want. So like hold the arrow
Okay.
down, and
I guess I
it'll
better figure out how many gallons I need.
Yeah.
Again, we're at 4320. The plane in Torrance, as far as FS economy is concerned, has it's got 2,348 gallons. So here's, I guess we can go try that calculator, I guess. But that calculator's more for something else, isn't it? Let's see here. All right, the display in the Challenger shows 4310.
You have to make a copy of this in your Google Drive before you can use it.
Oh, okay. $43.10. My flight plan requires. I don't care about the flight plan, do I? Should I change this to be FSE requires?
Well, that's a SimBrief. SimBrief will show you what's needed.
Yeah, I know, but again, I gotta match what's in the plane right now. Whenever I go into FS economy, I always have to match it. You know what I mean?
Because you have more fuel than's needed?
I have way more fuel than's needed. Yeah. No, in this case, I don't have enough. Like right now, I only have 4,300 pounds of fuel in the plane, but the plane that I've rented has a lot more. Right? It's got 2,348. So, in fact, there's no way here to calculate.
We'll go into FSE and just defuel maybe.
Why? That would cost me money.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm gonna have to change this spreadsheet here because the spreadsheet's not gonna know.
You just have to calculate it like we did yesterday.
Yeah, like I did today on the first flight.
Oh, you did it today too.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna take and again, I don't know what the fuel weight here is based on the temperature, but I'm just gonna.
You can find out if you go up to the study menu.
Okay. Study. Engines. Fuel system.
And then fuel system at the bottom. Yep.
Okay.
And it'll show you on the wing, on the left wing value, at the very bottom, it'll show you
6.821.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, perfect. So that's really helpful. 6.821. You can maybe enter as needed fuel weight what you have in FSE, then it should give you how much you need to load. You can maybe enter as needed fuel. Yeah. I just need to tweak it a little bit. Okay, so right now in the plane I have 2,348 gallons times 6.821. I've got 16,015 pounds of fuel. If I minus what I have in the plane now, 4,300, I have 11,715, 16 that I need loaded. So if I divide that by 6.821, I need to load 17, 18 into the plane. I'm half curious what this would do if I went ahead and just flew it right now. Because we're not going to burn what's in the plane right now, 4,300, right? We're not going to empty it, right? And really, FSE, all it cares about is whether or not you're refueling midair or whatever, right? I have a feeling if we took off and flew to Flagstaff without doing any refueling, it'll probably complete the FSE flight and not care about the fact that we started with, you know, this.
Yeah, as long as it decreases and doesn't increase.
That's what I'm thinking. But I could be completely wrong. All right, we started it. It's given us a little...
You might have to hit enter to
Well,
save the gallon value.
enter. It's got enter.
Because it's flashing right now.
Maybe I need to open up the...
FMS flight plan.
Yeah, once you
wind
click
update
Fuel
enter,
valves.
perf.
it's flashing. Now you can click start.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you also have to open the fuel.
Yeah. It's a little bit dark. Yep, it doesn't start going until you open those up. Okay, that makes sense. Hello, Black Sheep. Just completed my somewhat successful flight in the 650. Ah, well done. How long did it take you? Is it taking you as long as it does me? Like ages to get it off the ground? TCAS RA says hit enter first. Yeah, there you go. You can maybe enter as... Yeah, you said that. Yep. All right, cool. So ATIS and clearance is copied. We've got our winds loaded up. Can I close the fuel truck menu now? Do you think? And it'll still be flowing? Probably. Yep, it is. Okay. Good. All right, back down to the FMS. We want to go... Oh, and I'm going to do this little tricky. I'm going to go over to the second FMS. I'm going to go IDX, data link, ATIS. It's probably not going to work, so I'll probably need the terminal weather. So return weather, request terminal weather, Kilo Tango Oscar Alpha in the top one, and hit send. Recommend that you fill the wings first, leave auxiliary until wings are full. I'm wondering if I should look at it, but I'm wondering if it goes ahead and does the wings first. As you can see here, the mains are going first, and the auxiliary... Oh, no, you're right. Auxiliary is moving. The tail's not moving. So you would recommend... Okay. The problem is that if I'm in the middle of something and I forget to switch that valve, then I'm kind of delayed, but I can see what you're saying. You bought it on January 10th, so 13 days. 13 days to get it off the ground. Well, no, I'm referring more to when you more for when you started today. Like when you first opened the sim up, did it take you as long as it's taking me? Because I feel like it's taking forever. I'm still having fun though with it. I think I am gonna make an FMS view like that, so I can see both. Let's do terminal TOA view. There we go. Perfect.
Takeoff data.
You allowed 45 minutes and got off in about 35 minutes. Perfect.
Avionics and charts.
Did you do a lamp test, though?
Flight instruments.
All right, we've got the toga button hit. We've got our flight director now set up.
Departure briefing. Emergency procedures. Pins, covers, chocks. Cabin lights.
I think
water heaters.
the takeoff data
master
checklist
seat.
too is usually when I'll do the altitude and the speed.
That's right. That's one thing I don't think I did in here, actually. Perfinite. Cruise altitude. We're going eastbound. So we'll go at 310. Execute that. And then I'm going to do that whole message. That's fine. Delete. Get delete up there. Hit the button. Ooh, that's interesting. The fuel didn't work that time. I know it's still loading, but how come it didn't sense the fuel? Let's try it again. Let's get rid of the message. Perfinite. Hit delete. There we go. Sensed fuel. I got to redo my sensed fuel. Cruise 310. Okay, that's set. We're gonna set this to 200. I wonder if plane command would work in this plane. Or the voice stuff. Probably not. Oh, did I hit cargo before? Okay. That was my bad. We do have 9 passengers, though. So we probably have more like 568 in cargo. Wind is 0 at 0. It's calm down in SoCal today. Temperature is 22. Runway length. KTOA open charts list. We are going to take off from runway 29 right.
Isn't it supposed to autofill the
5,000
runway?
feet. It doesn't know what runway I've chosen, though. And Torrance has a... We're going to do 29. As soon as we hit 29 right, you're right. I think it will put in that. Let's check. So, perfinite. Takeoff. Yep, runway length entered. Correct. Oh, I forgot that stupid QNH again. Okay. And then QNH 30.19er. Send the speeds. Complete. Okay.
Flight compartment checklist complete. Engine start checklist. Doors.
It's hard to... Is there like a cheat button for this? There we
I think
go.
you just hold the lever on the left until it closes.
Keeps going down. So hold the lever on the left.
Yeah, the white handle on the left. Just click and hold it until
Oh,
it
that
closes.
one. Ah, okay. I was sitting there trying to use the mouse movement. That's what Cajun Cacti was talking about.
And not that you have to, but there is a door cover, to hide the door.
Oh, is there? Is that simulated? Why would you want to hide the door?
It's to the right of the door. There's like a little hidden compartment.
Oh, that's cool. It's a little closet. Oh, you open that up and then you...
You open it and then click on the curtain.
Oh. Is because people don't want to see a door?
There you go.
Is the door not closed right now, old fly guy? I think it's... Isn't it closed?
Yeah, there's a green tag there, isn't there?
Yeah. Maybe they were talking about earlier in the stream. Okay.
Parking brake and pressure. Checked and set. Fuel quantity and balance. Beacon.
Oh, it's still fueling. That fuel takes forever. Is there an instant fuel button option? I can't go on until it's done fueling.
What's the fuel panel show, or the fuel?
It's at 14,000 right now. We need to go to 16,000. It's
I mean,
closed.
what is the actual fuel, the refuel panel?
Oh, up this way, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 14,000.
No, I mean, like, if you go up to the Challenger and then
What we brought up
refuel.
before,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be the same as...
No, because it's like the display at the truck.
Oh, so how much is left?
So you're at 1600, you got to go to 17.
Okay. Probably curtain is thick and helps with sound. Only you, John, have flown in a Challenger. It's true. I don't remember a cover to that door in the Challenger. In the refuel panel from truck, you can select unrealistic faster pump speed prior to refueling. Oh.
That's good to know.
Mode button. So that's in here, mode button then. Okay. So you can select unrealistic faster pump speed prior to refueling. So you have to do it before. Okay. That's cheating. I like the option to cheat if I want to.
I'm not seeing an option for unrealistic fuel. Weird.
Is this before you've refueled?
Yeah, I haven't clicked start yet.
Okay. Okay, it's done refueling, so that's good. Just checking to make sure that everything's kosher up there. All right. So maybe there's a certain moment where you can't get into it as far as the realism. Maybe this is before you call the full fuel truck.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Is your fuel truck near your plane right now?
No, I just have the fuel truck panel open.
Okay. All right. Beacon.
On. Fuel boost pumps. On. Ignition. Armed. Engine 2 start.
Okay, starting number... Actually, we should probably do this. Okay to start number 2? Thumbs down. It says external door open. I'm away from the computer for a bit. I'll have to check and answer in a bit if you're still streaming. All right. Thanks for all the info. I mean, that, as far as I'm concerned, that door is locked. You're saying the fuel door? But shouldn't the fuel guy have closed that?
Yesterday it was the hydraulic door, wasn't it?
It was the little tiny panel. Yesterday.
One thing I do is I save a view in outside.
Actually, let's go to here. Leave that open. Drag that over here for the moment. No, it's definitely not that. There's an option to speed up refueling. There's a really good tutorial on YouTube specific to the whole fuel system, and he showed the fuel speed options. Okay. Thank you, Rescue Dog. Could be the nose door. Alright, so I don't see any door open there, but is the hatch is closed. Oh yeah, he didn't close the fuel door. I guess that's what happens when you don't use the FBO. Who was that? Oh, okay, cool. So there you go. So I guess note to self, when you don't use the FBO, you gotta close the fuel door. I
added that
win 1
to our
million.
list.
Yeah,
I added that to our list for Toto.
awesome. Cajun wins again. Who needs doors? Octopus Aaron, exactly. Alright, time for engine start. Hold it down. Oh, I forgot to get permission. Oh well. 20%.
Fuel system. Engine 1 start. Engine start checklist complete. After start checklist, next. After start checklist. Generator 1 and 2. On, checked AC and DC. Ignition, disarmed. Packs, on. 14th stage.
So when it says what route are you doing now? I'm doing Torrance, California to Flagstaff, Arizona. The 14th stage, when it says open, I'm assuming that's just the ISO. isolation valve, but it could be the other ones here, the left and right. I don't know. I'm gonna turn my camera off while I eat. Open left and right.
Open. Cowl anti-ice.
Thank you.
Flight controls. Ground spoilers. Flight spoilers. Cowl anti-ice. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice. Fuel balance. Trims. No steer. Armed. APR. ADG unit. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice. Cowl anti-ice. Wing anti-ice. 14-stage isolation valve.
There's the 14th stage ISO. Okay, so it says press bleed air 14 stage isolation switch in. Indicates open. Press 14th stage isolation switch out and check to see if it extinguishes. Okay. It doesn't indicate open when I press it in. We did this before, huh? But it probably needed... Yeah. The wing. Yeah, that's because yeah. Okay, so because we're bypassing all the anti-ice stuff. Okay. I get it. Yep. You said that before.
Wing anti-ice.
Thank you very much.
Checked. Off. ATS.
All right.
N1 TO.
Yep, that's good.
ATC TCAS.
Oh, crap. I just hit ATS and it started taking off. Because it didn't have N1TO labeled on the ATS. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to hit the ATS button. No, that started taking off. Oh, wow. So the question is, I think I have to go down here, disengage, then I have to hit the toga side button. No, it's not coming up now. How can I get the N1TO to show up on the ATS?
Just click the toga button. No.
Yeah, it's not working.
Try clicking the heading mode.
Nope. Disconnect flight director first. All right, flight director. Yep, that did it. Black Sheep 1. Nice. You need a thrust limit set. Okay. I just need to decide. Okay, that's awesome. Forgive me as I just eat lunch.
TARA.
TARA.
After start checklist complete. Taxi checklist. Taxi lights. On. Wing and cowl anti-ice. Brakes and steering. Reverse thrust. If taxiing the de-ice, pause checklist here until paper flaps. 20. Altimeters. Set and cross-checked. Radar weather. On. Takeoff briefing.
3019 set. Standby 3019. Set. One of these days, I'm going to learn how to do a proper takeoff briefing. I think Cajun Cacti's son gave me a lesson on that. I got to review it.
Taxi checklist complete. Before takeoff checklist next.
Yeah, you really should do the entire checklist. Say what I
Before takeoff checklist.
do what I say and not
Passenger
what I do.
signs. Advised on. Anti-collision light. On. Pros. On. Windshield heat. On. Wing and cowl anti-ice.
I didn't mean to do all that. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to grab a libation. Anyone want anything? Let me know. Be right back. Okay. It's time for a Sculpin IPA. Put my noise canceling headphones on. Right girl got me a chicken sandwich. Yeah. Kickoff and takeoff is gonna be close. Actually, the kickoff's gonna beat me. I just gotta make sure I don't hit the sidewalls here. I gotta stay on the center line. So because the engage logic of the ATS button recommended takeoff is just advance the thrust levers and ATS will auto engage at 75% N1. That way you don't build habit of pressing the ATS button at the wrong time. Ah, okay. Did you catch that, Andy?
No, I did not.
FS economy
So
auto
apparently
lock.
that ATS will kick in automatically at 75% N1.
Oh yeah, like if you push the throttles forward.
Yeah. Yeah. That way you don't get in the habit of doing what I just did and trying to take off in an alleyway. Why is it I keep getting speed instead of N1 on the takeoff? That's a good question. All right, I'm going to open up the scope and IPA and hope it doesn't spill all over me. All right, I'm going to bring up my taxi diagram here. Okay, I want to turn left.
I don't know. You can hide those Avi tabs if you want to.
Oh, I do want to.
Just click the suction cup on the window.
Do you ever use those?
Not on this plane so far, no.
That is a pro tip. Kick off one. Black Sheep asks, is it better to tap the brakes while taxiing or ride the brakes to keep the speed down? It's a good question.
I've not had that issue. I don't. Usually I just keep it at idle and it taxi's fine. But, I don't have rudder pedals, so I just have a button for brakes.
All right, we've been told by the tower to line up and wait.
Continuous ignition. On. ATC TCAS. TARA. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel. Checked. CAS. Takeoff config OK. Landing pulse recog lights. On. Before takeoff checklist complete. After takeoff checklist next.
Spoilers armed or auto? Mine are on arm. All right, so we're going to start our FS economy flight. Go to auto, they're currently up. Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice. I wonder why they're up. Is that something we missed? I thought we did that. They come up in arm? Ah, okay. We must have missed that in the checklist. Sculpin IPA is really good. All right, we're going to try the trick of where we spool up to 75%. But let me just quickly check to see. Out of Torrance, I'm thinking it would probably be a left turn on this departure. Then back to Seal Beach. Yeah. Okay.